Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far. So today's video is going to be my everyday makeup drawer for the month of July. If you guys are new to these videos, it's basically just where I go through and I show you all of the products that I'm using throughout the month. I like to switch out my makeup every single month, so I'm not just using the same products over and over, because if you guys are like me, I have a tendency to do that. So it's a good way to try new products and then just kind of rediscover old favorites in my collection. Before I show you which products I'm using this month, I'm actually going to do a quick recap of the products in last month's drawers. So if you guys want to skip this part, just check the description box below. I always put timestamps so you can feel free to jump ahead. Okay, so these are the products I'm actually decluttering from my makeup collection. The only product that I used up was the Urban Decay foundation, and I finally used it up. I did use up an Essence Lash Princess mascara as well, but I don't know where I put that. But everything else I'm decluttering. Benefits Hoola Light just doesn't really work for my skin tone. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's a little bit too light, which surprised me. I thought it would actually match me perfectly, but I just don't like it. It's pretty much brand new, so I thought I would pass it along to somebody else. And then that It Cosmetics powder is a product that I've been trying to just like fall in love with for the past few months, and I just don't like it. So I'll talk more about it in a products I won't repurchase video. The Milk Makeup holographic stick is so pretty. It's like this beautiful peachy pink highlight, but I'm just not a fan of cream highlights. I tried to like it. I tried to apply it like over powder or over foundation and put powder on top because I have oily skin, so I always have to set my foundation, and it just didn't really work well for me, so I'm going to go ahead and pass that one along as well. The NARS lip product and the Becca Cosmetics Shimmering Skin Perfector are products that I got in a subscription box, and I don't have anything against them, but I just haven't been reaching for them. They're pretty much brand new, so I figured I might as well pass them along to somebody else who might be able to enjoy them more. And then over on the right, I have the Essence Cosmetics eyeliner, and I liked it, but it's not as good as pretty much any of my other eyeliners, so I figured I would go ahead and declutter that one. And then I have my Smashbox Contour Trio. The yellow highlight shade actually broke on me. I almost finished it, but it broke. They have a tendency to do that when you get like really low to the pan. I guess I don't know what I'm talking about because only one shade did that, but I assume they have the tendency to do that. So at some point during this month, I'll probably end up decluttering this one if it does break on me. If not, I'll finish the contour shade, but I never wear the middle bronze shade. So I figured I would go ahead and throw it in this video because you probably won't hear about it again in another future video because I do have the full-size product, which I put in my drawer. So these are all products I'm taking out of my everyday makeup drawer. I like all of these products and I will definitely continue to use them. They are just a little bit too light for me right now. Other than the e.l.f. Cosmetics powder, that one matches me really well, but I haven't been reaching for it because I've been using other powders, so I'm just going to put that one back in my drawer. I do like the Smashbox Photo Finish Radiance Primer, but that hasn't really been the type of primer that I've been going for lately. I usually go for like a mattifying primer during the summertime, so I'm going to save that one for a little bit later in the year. And then all of the rest of the face products are too light for me. I never thought I would say that. That literally never happens, but I got a very slight tan, and I am taking a few more trips this summer, so I think I might maintain that tan, not on purpose because I'm not huge into tanning, but all of these products are too light. The Kat Von D powder, the Urban Decay foundation, and the Wet n Wild foundation are all in the lightest shade, and then the Hourglass Stick foundation is in the shade Vanilla, and the Urban Decay concealer is in the second to lightest shade. Just for reference, in case you guys are wondering what shade I wear if we have like a similar skin tone. So I love all of these products. I'm not going to remove them from my collection. I'm just going to put them back into my drawer to use at a later time. Okay, same thing with these products. I love all of them. I will continue to use them, but I'm just switching them out for something different. So on the top left, I have the Becca Cosmetics the Smashbox Spotlight palette. This one is the gold palette, and I like this. It's not my favorite right now, so I'm just going to switch it out for a little while. And then over on the right is the Becca Cosmetics Sun Chaser palette. On the left, I have a Wet n Wild highlighter, which is great, and then I have the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminators, but I just really haven't been reaching for those shades lately. And then on the right, I have the Becca Cosmetics blush in the shade Damselfly, which is really beautiful, but I've been trying to use up Tarte's Exposed, which is kind of similar in tone. It's not like the exact same color, but I really want to focus on using that one up. These are the lip products I'm taking out of my drawer, which is pretty self-explanatory. I just haven't been wearing the metallic glosses that much lately. And then over on the right, I have like the brighter Too Faced Sweet Peach Oil lip glosses, and I actually really prefer the nude shades. I like the bright shades if I'm wearing a brighter lip, but like I usually wear these lip glosses on their own, and I don't really wear a super bright gloss. So I'm going to hang on to them for a little while longer. If I don't wear them again by the end of the summer, I'll end up decluttering them. Okay, let's start with face products. So starting off off with the foundations, I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter in the shade 1.5 right now. I need to repurchase it because it's almost gone. And then I have the Urban Decay Naked Skin in 1.0. And then the only other face product that I have in my drawer as far as foundation is the Your Skin But Better CC Plus from IT Cosmetics. So I'm adding in the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Compact. I have the shade Fair, which might be a little bit light for me right now, but I've had this for a little while and I haven't tried it. I was supposed to do like a full first impressions and review on it, and I just realized I never did that. So I am going to be trying it out this month and I'll let you guys know what I think. I'm also going to be adding in the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. I have the shade 810 and it's not cruelty free, but I had it in my collection from last summer. I don't know if I've ever actually even used this one, so I figured since I had it, I would try to finish it up or just, see if I still like it because it's been a really long time since I've worn it. And then I have the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation in the shade Fair Beige. I tried this once and it broke my skin out, but it's been a long time, so I am going to try it out again, see if it breaks my skin out again. If it does, I'll declutter it. If not, I remember that I really liked the coverage, so I am excited to try it out again. And then this product is not a foundation, it's actually a translucent mix-in medium from Urban Decay called the Velvetizer. I've seen a few reviews on this. It's supposed to make your foundation a little bit more full coverage and kind of mattify it, so I definitely wanted to try this one out because I've been so curious about it. So these are the powders I'm currently using. I have Benefit Cosmetics Hello Flawless, which I'm almost finished with, the Pure Cosmetics 4-in-1 Pressed Mineral Makeup, and then the Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten in the shade Fair. The only powder that I'm adding in is from Catrice Cosmetics. It's the Prime and Fine Mattifying Powder, and this one is waterproof and transparent. I really like this. It's very lightweight, so it's great if you don't want like a full coverage powder, but you just want something to kind of set the rest of your foundation in place. So as for concealers, I have my e.l.f. concealer, which I use to carve out my brows, my Becca Dual Coverage Compact Concealer that I use if I have a breakout, and then the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and unfortunately NARS is no longer cruelty free. So that is super disappointing on so many levels. I don't own a ton of NARS products, but this is my absolute favorite concealer, so I am really disappointed. So I am trying out 2 other concealers. I've tried both of these in the past, but I just wanted to get a feel for whether or not they could become my new essential. So the first one is the NYX HD Concealer in the shade Fair. I haven't used this one in a while. I have used it in the past, but it's been a little while, so I am looking forward to trying it out again. And then I have the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer in the shade Fair as well. Sometimes this one is a little dark for me, but I think since I got a slight tan, it might match me really well. I'm not trying any new face primers this month just because I have so many in my drawer right now. So I have the Too Faced Hangover RX, which I tried last month and I really like it. It's not a primer that I would typically reach for because I usually want something mattifying, but it's very soothing on the skin and it's really hydrating. So some days I really like that. Then I have this Cover FX primer, which I'm trying to finish up. And then I have the Smashbox primer, which is really nice if I want like a super mattified appearance. And then of course I have the Milk Makeup Blur Stick, which has been my favorite lately. Okay, so moving on to blushes, bronzers, and highlighters. These are the current highlighters that I have in my drawer. I have one from e.l.f. Cosmetics, and then I have my current favorite from Makeup Revolution. This one is in the shade Radiant Light. Then I have the Smashbox Pearl Spotlight Palette, which comes with 3 really beautiful highlighters. So I'm adding in a couple. I got this Artist Couture highlighter in a boxy charm. So I really wanted to try it out. It's in the shade Illuminati. It is a loose powder highlighter, which isn't what I typically wear, but it looked so beautiful when I swatched it, so I can't wait to try it out. Then I am going to be using Becca Cosmetics Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Champagne Pop, which is one of my favorite gold highlighters. I just wanted to break it back out. And then I have the Hard Candy Baked Bronzer in the shade Tiki, which is a really gorgeous highlighter as well. And I'm also going to be trying out the Ofra highlighter in the shade Rodeo Drive. I got this one in a boxy charm a few months ago, but I thought it might be a little bit too dark for me when I first got it, so I am going to try it out this month. Okay, and here's a look at the blushes that I'm keeping in my drawer. I'm not switching it up too much this month. I'm only adding in 2 additional ones because these are kind of like my favorite right now. I did get to wear that really bright Tarte blush this month, which was so pretty, and it was kind of fun to switch it up, but otherwise I kind of like stick with a similar color family. I am adding in this Catrice Illuminating Blush. It's a really pretty color. It looks so natural and gorgeous on the cheeks, but it also gives you a really pretty sheen. And then I'm also adding in the Buxom True Hue Blush in the shade Intoxicate. I love this one so much because it's really bright and fun for summertime, but it also has a really gorgeous glow to it. Okay, and then as for bronzers, right now I only have my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and Benefits Hoola because I'm trying to use both of these up this year. So I'm only adding in one. I'm adding in the Physicians Formula Bronze Boost Booster BB Beauty Balm. It has like the longest name in the entire world. Last summer, I loved this bronzer, and it's just kind of been sitting in my collection, so I thought I would go ahead and try to get some more use out of it. I forgot one thing. I'm adding in the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in the shade Forget Me Not. It's such a beautiful pink toned highlighter. Okay, 2 more face products. These were in like the eye section of my tray. So I have the Balm Springs Long Wearing Blush. I got this sample in a subscription box. It looks really beautiful, so I can't wait to wear it. And then I have the Love for Lacquer Itsy collaboration. This is a really beautiful collection that Jess from Love for Lacquer created with Itsy. There's 1 blush and 3 highlighters. They're really beautiful, so I'm definitely going to wear them more this month. I'm trying to finish this Maybelline mascara, so I have that one in here, and then I have a sample of the Urban Decay Perversion mascara, which I really like, and then also a sample of the IT Cosmetics mascara. So those are the 3 that I'm currently using. I am adding in the Essence Lash Princess mascara. I purchased a new one because I recently finished up my other one, and it's kind of like my go-to everyday mascara. And then I'm also adding in the IT Cosmetics Superhero mascara. This is my other favorite. It's such a good mascara, and I ran out a few weeks ago. My aunt actually watches my videos, and she noticed that I said I love it, so she bought me some, which was so nice of her. So thank you so much if you're watching this video. It is my favorite, and when I got it in the mail, I was so excited. As far as primers, I have the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer, and then also this Smashbox Eye Primer, so I'm just using both of those. I have a Catrice Smoky Black Powder Liner, and then I'm also adding in the Essence Cosmetics Make Me Brow. It's a brow gel, and it's kind of comparable to Benefit's Gimme Brow, but it's been a little while since I've used it, so I have to try it out again. Okay, finishing up with eyeshadow palettes. So these are the palettes that I have in my drawer. I have this one from ColourPop. I don't know why they don't put the names on the actual palette. I mean, I guess I get it because you can switch the shadows out, but I can't remember the name. It was part of the like Nectar. Oh, you guys, I can't remember. The colors are just really warm and beautiful for summertime though. And then I have this palette, which was part of the nude collection. It's really beautiful. It's kind of like one of my go-tos. I have the I Love Sarahi palette. This one is the Cheeky palette. Cheeky. I don't know. I should know these things because I love ColourPop, but it's just a really pretty palette as well. And then this one is the Saucy palette. This one has been one of my favorites because it comes with some really beautiful purple shades. I have the Kat Von D Shade and Light, which has actually been one of my recent favorites. And then I have this one from Butter London. The shadows are really beautiful. I think they're pigmented and blendable, so I've been loving this one. I have my ColourPop Pressed Powder Shadow Palette, which I show in pretty much every single everyday makeup drawer video. Then I have the Urban Decay Naked Skin Shapeshifter palette. I'm still testing this one out. Honestly, I completely forgot about it last month, so I only used it a few times. And then I have the both of my Tarte palettes that I love so much. The Make Believe in Yourself Eye and Cheek palette, which is one of my favorites, and the Tarteist Pro palette. So I'm adding in the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. I really haven't used this one very much, but it's so beautiful. I've kind of been into like smoky looks, cool toned looks, so there are a lot of shadows in here that I think I could get use out of, so I wanted to try it out this month. And then I have the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I kind of rediscovered that I loved this one when I filmed my favorite eyeshadow palette video, so I am breaking this one back out as well. I am adding in the Catrice Essential Nude Collection eyeshadow palette. This one has been one of my favorites. I did a tutorial using it in June. If you guys want to check it out, I'll link it in the description box below. Okay, so finishing up with lip products. Of course, I have like all of my favorites on the left that I talk about in every video, so I'm just going to skip over them for this video because I get really repetitive, but I have Smashbox Stila, Wet n Wild, Buxom, and then a NARS lipstick back there, and a Tarte lip paint. And then over here, I'm still testing out the Buxom lipsticks that I put in my drawer last month, and then I have like a few glosses, but everything is the same every single month, so I am switching it up a little bit this month. I've really been into glossy lips lately, so I'm adding in all of these ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lips. So I have the shade Casino, which is in a sheer finish. I have the shade WeHo, which is in a cream finish. This one is Finders Keepers. Again, it's a cream finish. This one is Fairy Floss. It's a sheer finish. This one is in the shade Master Plan. It's a cream. And the last one's in the shade Bestie, and it's also a cream. Then I have the ColourPop Blotted Lip in the shade Ice Cube and the ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lips in the shade Double Scoop and Doozy. I'm a little bit late with these. I did buy them a little while ago, but I really haven't tried them out, so I'm putting them in my drawer this month as well. I'm using the Milani lipstick in Matte Naked, which used to be one of my favorites, but it's been a little while since I've used it. Then I have the Smashbox Be Legendary lipstick in the shade Latte, and it is a really pretty matte nude. Up on top of my vanity, I do keep other ColourPop lip products, and then over to the right, let me show you guys. I have my ColourPop eyeliners, my ColourPop lippy pencils, and then all of my liquid liners on the right. Okay guys, that is the end of my video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.